So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people. Pedri! Well, now it's and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, what can we say about this fella, Yeremy Pino, Peter? I know the Canary Islands have produced some great Spanish talents over the years, but rarely as a player had such a great rise in winning a major European trophy, becoming its youngest ever winner, and earning his first Spanish cap, both achieved within a year of his professional debut. This guy could be quite incredible.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Romário. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Has a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Beckenbauer attempts a clearance. Neymar. Pedri. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's come loose. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Pedri! Pedri! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's a key interception. Villarreal deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided.
Good effort from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Neymar. Now it's Romário. And it's Totti. Back into the middle. Now it's Romário. He's having a go! Oh, split-second reaction.
Romário actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. He's had a hit!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that is one way to get his defending done. Corner number 2 then. He gets big! Marvellous goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Can he put it away? It's a goal! And with that goal comes comfort. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Romário being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Gay clears it away. Struck first time. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Well, they've got it again. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Mbappe.
Might want to be careful there.
And that is as far as they're going to go. He's got away. Mbappe! It's anyone's... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Pepe might just make this. And that is out of play. No, that's been intercepted.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Romário. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Pepe. 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 Oh, that's well spotted. Shifted upfield. Totti. Oh, that's nice. And Messi! And that's off target. Mbappe. Oh, and he's through the middle. And the ball's a good one here. Goalkeeper's ball. And we're done. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Romário claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.